We are live. It has been quite the 24 hours. Helen, have you slept at all this last night? Have you had any sleep?
Little tiny bit.
A tiny bit. I think I probably got about 4 hours, and my voice was killing anyway. After obviously we were like 2.5 hours on the call last night, and then no sleep. I don't really have a voice left, everybody. I've got no voice left, but somehow we didn't get the Guinness World Record for longest live audio stream by being scared of going through without having any sleep, did we?
No, exactly that. It's we're made of different stuff, I think. We're just like
Yeah, that's one word. Hi everyone. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all well. Let us know who is here. How is your Tuesday going? How has your week started? I hope your week has started strong. Where are you tuning in from? Just give us some interaction, basically, for God's sake. Let us know that we're not talking to ourselves and we've not gone completely mad because we feel like we're on the verge of it.
We're well on the way.
We're well on the way. Last night was bonkers. It was amazing. It was incredible. It was horrifying, all rolled into one. Let's be real. For those who don't know, we had some technical issues. Long story short, hundreds of people that wanted to watch us live did not watch us live. At the same time, we had a lot of people that had signed up from Spain, and all the electricity in Spain went down. Like, just great, isn't it? Great, absolute madness. Let us know who's here. How is everybody today? I hope you're a little bit more sane than perhaps we are right now. But how are you all feeling? We just wanted to do a little bit of a debrief. It has been 24 hours nearly-ish. Well, this time yesterday we were doing the call, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Wayne. How are you guys? Carol says, hi, you two warriors. Yeah. It's been 24 hours, so we just wanted to give you a little bit of an update, let you know how we've done, answer any questions, and if anybody's interested in joining Online Business Mastery this year, because we have only got a small window of opportunity to get you enrolled before we close the doors, and that's us done for 2025. So it is really important, guys. If you are on the fence, if you are interested, please feel free to ask questions now, or you can book in a call, and it's just a chat. It's not a sales call where we're going to try and close you. It genuinely, what we want is to find the people that we know we can serve, and there's no point you buying this if we know we can't. So it's a genuine chat, so you can be clearer, we can be clearer, and then we can all make an informed decision if we think it's right to proceed. Following on from that, hi Phil, I hope you're good, man, over on Instagram. Helen, you've done a few calls today. I've been doing some calls today. What's been some of the main things you've found from people you've been speaking to?
I think probably just people like really eager, but then also just having like questions about, well, how does it work? What happens with this? What if I've not already decided what I want to do? What if I decide that I want to do this, but then I start the course and then I change my mind? Like them kind of questions.
Right, well, let me go straight into that. So just to be really, really clear, if you were on the webinar or you've watched the replay and you're like, do you know what? This makes sense. I can see how this can work. I can see how, what you guys are offering would really help me, but I just don't know what my idea is. And until I have an idea, how can I do this course? Guys, the beginning of the course is helping you get clarity on the idea. That first... I showed it last night, and I'll show you in a minute if you want. I'll show you what it looks like once you sign into the course so that you can see it for yourselves. That first module is long, and a lot of the reason is because it's really helping you go through a process to figure out what your business idea would be. And then you also get the live calls where we can speak about it on the calls as well. So we really are there to support you. And if you change your mind, you'll usually change your mind because you're learning through doing, which is what I advocate, is you're trying stuff and then you're going, oh, actually, now I'm doing it, I'm thinking it should be more this. That's part of the process. Yeah. So I want to make it really clear. If you don't know what your idea is, but you can see how what we do would help you, and you want to make more money and you want to take advantage of the internet and all the stuff that I've spoken about, this course literally helps you with.
And we did have the people of the last intake do exactly that. They come with one idea, started working through it, and they're like, don't want to do that idea, now I want to do this. And that's what they did. And they've never looked back. So, it's absolutely fine to not have your mind made up or to switch.
Completely. So guys, what I'll do, I'll just show you now a little bit into when you join online business mastery. Hopefully everybody can see that right now. So this is what your course portal looks like. And you just basically got these videos over here. You can see that on the left-hand side here, start here, you've got getting started, terms and conditions, and you can download your workbook. There's your first video, just like a little bit of an introduction. You can see that we've got all sorts of people already in there commenting, and some of last year's intake there. Don't get overwhelmed, but there's plenty of people to chat with, basically. You can download your workbook and print it out if you want to. It's not an absolute like essential imperative thing to do, but there is a workbook that I put together just for those who like to have that physical copy that they can print out. But ultimately, as long as you're taking notes in whatever way works for you, that is fine. And then we dive into the actual course. So you can see here on the left-hand side, you've got the modules all laid out, and they've got little drop-down arrows. If I just click on that first module 1 there, you'll see that it opens up different parts. So you've got module 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So you've got choosing your business, creating your company culture and name, setting your business goals. If I was to just click there on 1.1, choosing your business, you can see it opens up a video. And if you just look at this timestamp here, it's actually an hour, just over an hour. So in module 1, just 1.1 is an hour. So when I say like it's in depth, this course really is in depth. Now, don't get overwhelmed with that, because number one, you have lifetime access to this stuff. Let me get rid of that logo because that looks annoying, doesn't it?
I was just thinking that.
I wasn't even looking at the screen, and I've just seen it now. I'm like, I look right.
Replaced by a logo.
I've just probably best.
At this point, probably.
At this point, cover my face up with my logo as big as you can get it. I need sleep. Right, get rid of my logo. Gone. There we go. There he is. Look, another lad in a cap that looks just like me. So, so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that it really is in depth. But as I'm saying, not only do you have lifetime access, but you can work through this at your own pace. You can watch it as many times as you need. And you've got a year and a half when you join this program of live calls. So we can back and forth on this, you know, as much as we need. Take your time. I keep saying the slow way is the fast way. Trying to rush things and get rich quick is not the right way of doing it. But yeah, just to show you that, you got laying the right foundations. Then module 2, niche identification, market research. We've got SWOT analysis, USP, PESTLE analysis. Module 3, how are you going to teach? How are you going to structure your course, your membership, the pricing of your course and membership. Module 4, we go through essential software, filming your content, creating your membership or your course, essential software. Let me just show you this actually. You can see that you can literally begin your account there for the software that you need. And then if we go to, it might be later on, but module 5, yeah, again, we've got creating your brand, creating your sales funnel, creating email marketing on automation, optimizing for social media. If I go there to sales funnel, what we have there in this module is you actually get to steal my funnel, as we've said. So you will literally just click that link. Probably best not show that because probably someone can just type it out. And what that link does is it takes you to my funnel in an editable version. So you can just stick your pictures, your logo, your words in a funnel that's already been done for you and a funnel that already works. Hi, sorry, I'm crap with comments. I can see on Instagram we've had Adi saying, evening dream team, looking forward to getting started with the next intake. Yeah, so Adi did last year's and he's joining this new intake to be around the new group and be on the live calls and in the WhatsApp group and so on. I can see we had Vanessa there saying evening. I don't know if you guys are still there. And Lynn saying, hi guys, great to get insight. So, yeah, you get to steal all that from me, basically. Then we got module 6, social media mastery. So again, your social media approach, the create framework, what types of content, social media strategy, dominating in the DMs. And then we do your launch, creating your plan. This is where we do your 12-week launch plan, running Facebook ads if you want to do that, email marketing, affiliate marketing, the day of your launch, after your launch. And then we've got module 8, long-term success. So we've got evolve and improve in your offer, growing your team, work-life balance, and success. Then we've got all the bonus modules, material, in here, and then the live coaching replays that go in there. So it's pretty in depth. I just wanted to show you guys that just to give people an idea. Now, that's just the in-depth pre-recorded stuff and the bonuses, which you literally have lifetime access to. But obviously on top of that, you're going to be part of a Facebook group, a WhatsApp group, and you're going to get, as I keep saying, a year and a half where we do 2-hour in-depth live calls, where you can all ask questions, get guidance every single month for a year and a half. So we really have tried to give you everything we possibly can to make sure that you've got support, encouragement, the opportunity to ask questions and get guidance. You've got accountability. You've got community of other people going through the same course and that are also business owners that could be good to connect with and collaborate and do things together with and build friendships with. And, you know, we've made this really affordable compared to a lot of other things in you know, other courses in the market. And also remember, it's a business expense. It literally goes against your tax. So, and we can do it in payment plans as well. You don't have to pay it in one go. So,
sorry to interrupt you, but you've just missed a big point as well. With all of the creating your sales funnels, the software, all the rest of it, we have Dan, who's technical support, who's on hand if you struggle with any of that stuff, who's a whiz with all of this stuff. So if you're not great with technology and you feel intimidated by that, there is help available as well at no extra cost.
Yep, he's there in a WhatsApp group with you. You can just put your questions in there. If he needs to jump on a call, he will do. We've also got additional workshops. We're going to have my accountant doing a workshop with you guys just to make sure that you're set up correctly and doing accounts correctly and you're being as tax efficient as possible. We've also got Beverly, the data protection lady, talking all about GDPR and making sure you're GDPR compliant, things like that. So, you know, this is, you know, as best as we can within a crazy affordable rate. This is everything we can give you to truly support you in having success in an online business, right from beginner level up to the point where you're making great money and you want to grow. It's everything. And that's why it's called Online Business Mastery, because it's every step of the way. So I've just thought that might be interesting. If anyone's got any questions about it, please do ask. I will be doing a webinar for the Online Business Mastery people, breaking down the insights behind this year's launch of this program, because obviously the way I launched the program is by implementing what I teach you in the program. So it's that thing of I practice what I preach. I don't just tell you how to successfully do stuff in business and make great money. I implement it myself. I follow these strategies that I teach you. So, oh, bloody hell, logo's back. I think we're all right. So with that in mind, I'm just going to share the numbers now. We officially opened the doors last night and we had a bloody disaster because hundreds of people that were enthusiastic and wanted to be on that free webinar couldn't get into the Zoom. So this is one of those things. Look, things don't always go perfect. Mistakes happen. This is life as well as business. It's just life, isn't it? Yeah. But it's fine. We deal with it. It's probably cost us a lot of money that we would have made with people that now will just think, oh, bollocks to it. I'm not watching replay. I tried to get in. You wouldn't let me in, you bastard. I'm not bothering now. Like, that's truthfully, some people will have that attitude and they will not watch the replay. And that's just a consequence of me getting that wrong and making that mistake. So I truly think that will cost us thousands. But what I can say is, irrespective of that, you know, what is really like disappointing, and it is what it is we had done all the hard stuff. We had followed the strategy that I teach really, really well. We'd created the anticipation. We had loads of demand for people wanting to be there. And then I just failed at a simple thing that I needed to check and I hadn't checked. The great learning curve here is that will never, ever be a mistake we make again.
No.
Ever. You know, but it has, I reckon we genuinely, I think we'd have done probably double what I'm about to say now, because we've done the groundwork to do double. But it is what it is. We keep smiling for now.
Yeah. And we've sent the replays out to people, so people will catch up with it. And people have been today. Like, we've been having calls with people today, been speaking to people today. People are now catching up with it and managing to watch it. And, you know, I spoke to some lovely people in Spain. I had a lady before sending me pictures of the beach. I was well jealous.
Oh. She's made it. She doesn't need this course. Tell her, I want to know how she achieved success. So genuinely, I think we'd have done double what we've done at this point, but we've still got days to go. The launch is by no means over. Like you're saying there, Helen, loads of people are still catching up on the replay, asking questions, messaging us, jumping on calls to have a chat just to see if it's right. So we know we're going to do way better than this anyway by the time we actually close cart. But the current figure of revenue, this is not profit, revenue, since it's been 23 hours, we opened
probably
doors
9ish last night, would it?
Probably by the time we actually launched it, roughly. So it's not been 24 hours yet, and in that time period already, we've done revenue of £15,477 in less than a day. So that's what I teach people to do, guys. So basically, if you want to know exactly how we've done over £15,000 in 23 hours, buy the course. And I literally will be teaching you it, supporting you, helping you over the next year and a half, learning this stuff. And those of you that know, I launched this same course 6 months ago, so October time. We launched the first intake, and 6 months ago, this same course, there's not been anything added on. Obviously, we do the live coaching element, which is trading time for money, as they say. But the same course did just over £18,000. This is what I teach people to do. I'm not a multimillionaire. I've always said I'm not one of those gurus that has done billions, and I've not got a Lamborghini or Rolex watch, and I don't have an apartment in Dubai. I'm not one of those wankers. Or nice people. Some of them might be nice. I just haven't met them.
Sure, some of them are.
Sure. But that's not me. But what I'm just sharing openly, transparently, this is what I do, and this is what I can help you learn how to do. So if you'd like to create a course that has the potential of launching once and doing £18,000 revenue, and then launch the same course 6 months later and do 15,000 in your first 23 hours, but again, the cart's still open for a few days yet, I've no doubt we'll go way above 20 grand this time.
Well, I don't think we were anywhere near this stage on the last launch after the first day. So
we weren't, no, absolutely. So yeah, that just gives you guys just some honest insight to the numbers. I think it's important, and it's a healthy thing to share that stuff and talk about that stuff. And it's not a nasty word to talk about money or things like that. And we're giving genuine value. Like, we know what we're giving here is worth 10 times what we're giving. I know I've paid 10 times what these guys are paying for this sort of stuff, right? So that's what I teach as well, is genuinely give value, genuinely over deliver, genuinely care. And then that way it's win-win for everybody. And that is what business should be when you're doing it the right way. Everybody should win. So let's just see on Facebook if anyone has got any questions. Please ask questions, guys, as much as you need. Carol says, well done, guys. You deserve to sell it out. There's a high chance I think we're gonna. There's been so many people talking to us. Did you say that? Yeah.
Yeah, I do think so.
Yeah. And genuinely, yeah, so many people jumping on calls today saying they're definitely signing up later tonight or whatever. So yeah, it's really exciting. But also, like we said, I actually said it on a few videos ago, a few days ago. I said it's also pretty predictable, which is why I can say I think we'd have done about double that had we not have had the glitch.
And if we had done double that, we'd be nearly sold out.
Yeah.
Like, very, very nearly sold out.
And so take that into context, guys. That's what I actually teach. If you don't fuck up like I did with your Zoom, because you're a complete knobhead, it would have been, I think, going on for 30,000 we'd have done. But hey,
we're laughing now. It was a very different story 24 hours ago.
Horrendous. But we cracked on.
We did, of course we did. No choice, did we?
No, we bloody didn't. If I'd have had the choice, I wouldn't have cracked on. I'd have cried. So on Facebook, hey Kaylee. Kaylee says, I was on live last night and I've re-watched the replay. The call was great and you kept me interested and engaged, both live last night and on the replay. Thank you so much, Kaylee. That's lovely, isn't it? That's nice feedback. And thank you for watching. Hi, Leanne Miller
Ah.
is there on Facebook. Natalie Dobie says, hang on, just give me a second, guys, because I just need to do that. Right, now I can see the comments properly. So Natalie Dobie says, I really hope people still watch the replay. You and Helen have put so much work into this launch, and the masterclass was incredible. Thank you, Natalie. Natalie also says, when does the WhatsApp group open? Because Natalie's actually signed up and bought this year as well. So the WhatsApp group, so basically it opens when we finish the launch. So we've still got a few days of just promoting and making people aware of it and having conversations to make sure people can decide if they actually want to get involved this year. Once we officially close the cart and we say, that's it, done, the opportunity is gone, we've finished for this year. And by the way, guys, if you do miss out this year, we will launch it next year, but it will be hundreds of pounds more. I said that on the webinar last night, and I'm not going to just say it for effect. Anybody that got in last year knows they saved a few £100s on this year. So already this year, the price has gone up from the people who did the first intake, which was a bit of a test intake. Yeah, they paid less than you, truthfully. And if you don't pay now, you'll pay more again next year. And then that's probably about where it'll stay then moving forward. But you've got an opportunity to get in cheaper, like hundreds of pounds cheaper this year. So, sorry, in response to the WhatsApp group opening, once we've closed the cart, that is when we say everybody who's in is in, everybody who's not got involved, you silly buggers, you've missed out. And then we open the WhatsApp and the Facebook group, and that's when it officially starts, basically. So if you buy today, right now, or if you've already bought, you get immediate access, to this, which I was just showing you guys, the full course content, the in-depth modules that took me months and months and months to create, literally blood, sweat and tears to create this stuff.
And just to point out as well, Matt, that that's regardless of whether you're paying full or you do the payment plan, you get full access to that straight away immediately.
Correct. Yeah, thank you for clarifying. Yeah, if you buy now, whether you're paying full or the payment plan, you will get immediate access to all of this that you can just begin working through at your own pace. And those who've just joined, I was just showing this is what your course portal looks like. See on the left-hand side, module 1, they have like little drop-down arrows. When you click it, you'll see there's 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. And if you just look at, like, they're not all this long, but just to give you one example, just 1.1 alone is over an hour long. So there's loads of stuff you get immediate access to right now to just start working at your own pace. You know, you've got lifetime access to this stuff. But then the sort of more community side and the interactive side and the live sessions, that'll all kick off basically in a couple of weeks. Once this launch is done, dusted, everybody's in, the cart is closed, that's when we'll officially kick off the 18-month period. So this is just, if you buy now, you've basically just got an extra couple of weeks to just work through the course, basically. Any more questions from anybody? I can see Carol's put, I need to do the first module again as I now have 3 ideas, not 1 in that sweet spot. That's great, because this is what I say in the course is like, just take a bit of time and go back and forth on them. And I also then say, and then just make a decision, and then you've just got to pick one and learn through doing. And if you change it later down the line, that's fine, but you need to pick one. But Carol, like, you only signed up 23 hours ago, love. So you've plenty of time to figure that out. Don't stress.
I can't believe she's like, I need to do it, the first module again. It's like, you've only had it 23 hours and you've done it already.
I need to do it again.
Eager.
I need to complete the whole course 6 times. And I saw that she's like, I saw you post, Carol, you've printed the whole booklet out straight away. I love it. I absolutely love the attitude. She's in. She's committed, she's determined, and she's cracking on. But, you know, pace yourself. You're in this for the long haul now, and you're seriously building the foundations to, over time, make great money.
And joking aside, there is no rush. You've got 18 months of live support, and you've got lifetime access to this that Matt's showing now. You've got that forever. Lifetime access to that. So, you know, please don't feel that you do have to complete a module in a day at all.
I mean, my lifetime access. I should probably say that, because if I drop dead...
Well, if you go before me, I suppose I could let him in, but One
You like,
time
yeah,
as
you
well.
can, just as long as you keep paying the subscription, because it costs me money to host this. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing. It will be revoked if I die and stop paying the bill. I just want to put that caveat there in the small print, guys.
Matt's lifetime access.
My lifetime
Pretty young
access.
and healthy. Should be all right.
I'm planning on doing way past 100. My nan's currently, shout out my nan. She's 91.
She is. You've got good genetics.
Yeah. My
She
mum and
is.
dad are looking good.
Yeah.
Still very, very youthful, fit and healthy. So there's a pretty decent lifetime access, I reckon. You've got plenty of time. Just to put,
This is how sleep deprived we are, by the way.
oh yeah, do you know this is quite reminiscent of when we broke the world record? I mean, I remember at 4 a.m. because anyone that didn't know, the world record was live. Oh, I can't fucking remember. What did we do? I got no fucking clue. I'm just as delirious. We did. What? It's a long phrase that just rolls off the tip of my tongue when I'm on it and I'm sharp. When I have to think, I've got no fucking clue what I did. Like, oh, bloody hell. Oh, it's there. Live audio only stream.
Yeah, wait.
There we go. We did 53 hours of non-stop podcasting, which meant we was up through the night talking non-stop. And one of the caveats were if you, I think you're allowed up to 5 seconds dead air time, which basically means there was like adjudicators, and if there was more than 5 seconds when nobody spoke, you'd fail. So we had obviously people helping us. We had our families and like friends and people like doing teams of being there around us. And I can just remember times at like 3 a.m. where we're like, and then someone like they'd grab the mic and go, just speak, keep speaking. Because it was, yeah, because we weren't allowed 5 seconds of silence, otherwise we'd be disqualified. Anyway, tangent, don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, we were absolutely like sleep deprived, and around that 3 a.m., 4 a.m., which is just a weird time to still be alive, especially when it's like the second night in a row of being up with no sleep. It was literally like we were hallucinating, or we felt drunk. Like you
felt get that like derealization thing, don't you, where it don't feel like you're really here. Once you get to a certain point of tiredness, it's like everything's not real anymore.
Well, they say, I've heard this before. I don't know how accurate it is I can't remember even exactly what it was they did say. So this definitely won't be accurate. But it's something like when you get to a certain level of tiredness, it's the same as being like so much over the limit. Like you say, like when you see like they say when you're driving, fucking hell, I really can't speak, can I? Well, if you want to book a 15-minute call to have a chat to see if this program's right, don't, because we've lost the ability to speak.
He's lost it.
Completely lost the bloody ability to talk.
I'm not much further behind, trust me. We'll be all right. We'll have an early night.
we won't, Ellen. We're going to work till midnight again. No, I'm joking. What were I talking about? Oh, yeah. When you see the things on the road saying pull over, tiredness kills, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, there is some statistic about like literally your brain functioning and the rest of it. Once you get to a certain point of tiredness, it's the equivalent to being over the limit if you were drunk. And that's the best way I would describe that when we broke that world record and you got, into crazy tired. It felt, you were like going, like being silly and just daft. And I always remember that thing. I was interviewing Lee Brennan.
Yeah.
And I always remember Dan walking in, because we did like slight bits of shifts, very small breaks over the whole 53 hours. And he had his 15-minute break, whatever it was. And he came in. And I just said something like, I can't remember what it was, but I was in the middle of interviewing Lee. And I said, and that's the thing, when you park that or whatever, Dan just like walked in, came over the screen, grabbed the mic, he went, "Park life." And then went, ah. Right? It's literally drunken behavior just as a result of tiredness. That's insane, isn't it? I can see over on Instagram, Aidy's here. Yo, dude, he says 17 hours. So if you're awake for 17 hours, well, we've bossed that. Like we're on,
beasted
that one. Not a long time ago, mate. I can't remember 17 hours. But he says, is the amount of time when reaction times are similar to drunkenness.
Wow.
The same reaction times. I can see Risa says, "Hey Matt, I have dropped you a DM. Amazing, mate. I will respond to that DM. Thank you for that."
Oh.
Just going back over to excuse me, Facebook. Kaylee says, I am very new to you and your work, Matt. Introduced to you by a friend. I'm an educator in the beauty industry. Amazing. Wanting to get on to online training, supporting students and people in the industry. Would this course be suitable for this kind of work? Oh my God, Helen, what's the answer?
Hell yeah.
Hell fucking yes.
Hell
yes.
And actually, we haven't really had anyone in the beauty industry yet, but that.
Oh, Vanessa, we got to shout out Vanessa. She didn't do online business mastery, but she's worked with me before, and she's
one-to-one.
fucking killing it.
There's a lady that's in the spa industry, isn't there? So there is like a round and about, and Lindsay with her permanent makeup as well, actually. But nobody that's like traditional.
So basically, you just lied to everyone.
Basically, there is. Yeah, you've got friends.
There were loads of people. Yeah, absolutely. Because this is what. Oh gosh, this is what I'm talking about. Like, because we're not taught business at school, right? We're not taught that path. We're just taught to get a job or get a skill or qualification. Blah 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 blah. We've all heard that shit, and we know the score with that. But for so many of us, we have these skill sets and these qualifications and this ability and this passion. And if we just packaged it different by understanding the stuff I teach, you can be making 3, 4, 5 times more and doing it semi-passively and setting up ways of having recurring income without having to constantly trade your time for money, that like in the traditional ways that we're taught. So like, just yes, and yes again. Like, absolutely, this could work for you, Kaylee. It's so, I mean, on one of the calls I was speaking to a guy earlier, and I was like, I'm not even, this is where sales is beautiful, because it's not selling. It's just alignment. We've purposely, through again what I teach, we have attracted the right people to see what we're talking about. And we know if we get the right people, what we offer is perfect for them because we thought about it. So it's like, and this is what I teach you to do, is to find your tribe, find the right people, and make sure you can over deliver to them people, which is exactly what we do. I'm just messing about with some tissue that I just found, just to be clear, because my screen always goes funny. So I have to do that. So I always have some tissue here. Anyway, another tangent.
You're very easily distracted.
Quite possibly, Helen. Yes, I am.
Should we on what you were singing to me yesterday before the launch?
You could, but I can't remember what it was because
I
can't remember.
So we was like doing a Zoom, like having a bit of a meeting and stuff, and just out of absolutely nowhere, it just went, pop goes the weasel.
Weasel, yeah, I did, yeah.
And I was like, what? Where did that come from and why?
No idea.
What happened?
These things come to me. So I was speaking to a friend today, and she's diagnosed with ADHD, and we was having a conversation. And I said, look, I've never been diagnosed and all the rest of it, but what I do know is I've worked with a lot of clients that have been. And when I'm working with them, obviously, I'm mindful of like their preferences of learning styles and things like that. Whenever I speak with them and they're saying, you know, because the way my mind works is this, and this, I'm like, what are you fucking going on? That's normal, isn't it? That's just how it is. So I'm highly, highly confident there's something there that may mean I'm on, you know, some kind of spectrum of ADHD. And if I am, I'm proud of it. I don't, you know, whatever. I don't have a diagnosis of it. And if I do, I do. If I don't, all is good. But we were just saying like the way, oh my God, I've got no idea what I'm talking about.
The way your mind works, that's what you're saying. The way your mind works.
No, I think what could, oh yeah, this person I was talking to is crushing it in business. Like she's doing insane numbers. And she openly talks a lot about ADHD and so on. And I was just like, it's you know, the traits that she displays and talks about and attributes to ADHD. I'm like, I have those traits to a certain degree. And I'm like, but they're what make us fucking successful. Like, it's great. Like, we're absolutely like, sometimes we get an idea and we're just like all in on it and so on. Anyway, I'm not starting like to be an ADHD advocate. And
no, we've got enough on our plate.
I've got enough on my plate. I've not been diagnosed, guys, just to be clear. Anyway, there you go. I don't know if Kaylee is still on, but if you've any more questions, Kaylee, it sounds perfect for you. But if you want to book in a call, like we say, you know, you're more than welcome to have a chat. And it's not a sales call. We don't call it a sales call. It's just a chat, just to really answer any questions that you want to ask us. We'll ask you questions potentially just so that we can be really clear, to be really sure that this is right for you and what you're looking for and what your goals are. Because all we want is when people purchase and work with us, that it's the best decision they've made.
Yeah.
So we don't want people where we're like, oh, actually, I don't think that's right for you. So please, like, it's not one of those things where we're going to use like certain tricks and psychology hacks to try and manipulate you into buying something you don't want. It's the absolute polar opposite. If you want to book in and have a chat, it's literally just an opportunity free of charge to go back and forth to really get clarity on what are your goals, what is it you're trying to do, and is this really the right program for you? Anything you want to add on that? Because obviously you've been doing a lot of calls today, Helen.
Yeah, I think it's just been, such a diverse group of people with so many different kind of ideas and things that they want to do. And it is right for an awful lot of people. But like you said, absolutely that there's no hard selling at all, because it has to be right for the person. At the end of the day, like, this is what Matt does, is a business strategist. If we was to blindside people and get them to do a course that wasn't right for them, they're not going to get results. And therefore, that doesn't reflect well on Matt. So that's not what we want. We want the right people that align with the course. And we're definitely finding them because we've had so many people reach out to us and so many amazing, interesting ideas that are coming along. Do you know what? I actually really like this part.
I do. I messaged you, didn't I?
Yeah, even though launching is like
a lot.
Full on, like it's a lot, yeah. We're completely open about that. It's a lot. We're both shattered. I think we were messaging each other at 2:00 this morning, and we were messaging each other again by 7. Where it's just like, it's a lot, but I love it because this is where it's like, this is the fulfilling part. When you've got people reaching out to you like, will this help me? And you're like, yes, it will. Like, it's so fulfilling, and getting to interact with everyone and speak to them and hear their ideas. And it's just like, I just love it. It's so exciting.
Kaylee, I could see you've just put on Facebook there. How do I book a call? I'm sending you the link now on Facebook. So everyone, if you're on Facebook, you can see the link. Just book a call there. You'll get 15 minutes just to ask any questions, have a chat and see if it's right for you. But yeah, I love it as well. It's like all the hard work is done. And now it's just having conversations with people, finding the right people that this is really going to benefit the most. And then them signing up, getting on board, and then we get to work together. It's ace. It's so fun. It is a lot. But also, again, just for transparency and talking numbers and things like that, we are nearly 50% sold out of this year's intake. So it'll either be like, we've got a few more days. It'll either be the cart closes when the time is up, or we'll be sold out early and we'll have to close it early, just to be really serious. And just to let you guys know, last year we did the first launch. Like I say, it was only 6 months ago. We didn't actually do the last launch 12 months ago. We only did it 6 months ago. That last launch was a bit more of a tester trial launch. We didn't put anywhere near as much intensity into it as this one. And bearing in mind, we had some, like I say, a lot of people that couldn't get on that are now watching the replay. So we've no doubt there's going to be way more sales coming in over the hours. But just to compare it, I think last time we launched, we had 7 sales on the night. And then I think a couple in dribs and drabs. And then by the time we closed the cart, which was 14 days after we launched, we'd had 33 people on that intake. I don't know the exact number, I think, but we've nearly done 25 in less than 24 hours this time.
So we're miles ahead of where we were last time.
Miles ahead, and loads of people couldn't actually watch the webinar last night. They're watching it now.
Yeah.
So there is a chance within the next 48 hours.
It could sell out.
Or yeah, because there's only 50 spaces for this year. That is it. So just to be aware, and the reason there's only 50 spaces is because we want to make sure we over deliver to those people. If there's too many people, we can't quite deliver the same service. So it's not just a salesy pitch thing to like make you like, ooh, there's only so many. Like, there has to be only so many spaces, because there's only one me and one Helen now. Thankfully, we have a Helen. because it was a lot harder when it was just
When it
just
was just
me.
a
A Matt. It's nice to have a Matt and a Helen. So I'm, really confident we're potentially going to sell out before the cart closes anyway, and I have to cart that close early. Just to prove once again I'm still fucked and can't speak like a normal human anymore. There we go. And without further ado, let's bugger off because we cannot string sentences together.
We don't make sense anymore.
No.
I'm not sure we ever have, but we definitely don't now.
Oh no, we never have, but this is another level.
This is a new level.
This is a whole new level. But thank you, genuinely. I mean, one thing I was going to read, actually, just super quick, because I'm supposed to be on a Zoom call as of 20 minutes ago as well. Let me just find it. Can I find it? Can I find it? So this lady, I won't like say her name and things just for confidentiality. But she's somebody that we never been on our radar before. And she sent me a WhatsApp response to the messages we sent out. Hang on, let's just move that there. I think, did I put it on here? Yeah, I got it here. Just talking about a coaching experience she'd previously had.
Wow. And
she was just saying that it wasn't very good. It was quite like manipulative. It was very reminiscent of a coaching experience that I had, to be honest. There was a lot of like, do you know how lucky you are to work with me? And if you work with me, you should work like this and be super grateful and worship the ground I walk on. That's how you become successful. I was like, oh yeah, this sounds very familiar, but we won't go there. So she was just saying how like it had really like not basically her confidence, I guess, in the industry and things like that. Then she put, this is the part of the message that I just wanted to share. I'll just be mindful that I don't share anything that sort of gives anything, but I don't think it does. So she just put, now I know exactly what I don't want. And then I come across yourself. No edge, no arrogance, really lovely communication, open and friendly. And I just think, could this be the right person? And then I'm on your Zoom call last night. And wow, such a breath of fresh air. A real person with a great sense of humor. I don't know about that. Doesn't inflate himself. I do occasionally. A genuinely lovely guy. You've clearly been hoodwinked. No, stop him. A genuinely lovely guy who clearly wants people to succeed and is incredibly down to earth and can laugh at himself. Honestly, I loved every minute of the Zoom. For the first time ever, yeah, because she signed up and purchased the program. So she says, for the first time ever, I am so excited for my future. Hearing that you've made mistakes and you've needed people to help you get to where you are is truly inspiring. I can't wait to get grafting and get learning.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, it's just ace, isn't it?
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And it's so true because you are very authentic and you are very down to earth and very real. And that's what drew me to you as a coach all those years ago. So
yeah, what is it, 6 years ago?
6 years ago, I come to you for coaching. And that's exactly why, because
and now I come to you.
Now the roles have reversed. And I'm like, right, this is what you're going to do with your mindset, Matt. No, I'm joking.
Like, remember what you told me? I'm like, I can't remember. I'm like, you clients have done me in. I need you to coach me now. No, but yeah, so you were one of our first ever members in the membership.
I was.
6 years ago, and then we did some one-to-one coaching. I mean, do you want to just really quickly, because I do need to go. I'm nearly 30 minutes late for this, and I don't want to miss this call tonight.
And we're delirious.
And I'm delirious. But do you want to just tell people like that first year when we worked together, all the massive things that you did just when you was working with me as your coach, sort of thing?
So much, and you was just specialising in mindset more back then. You did do business, but it wasn't like your main kind of thing. You've since become a business strategist, haven't you? But
yeah,
all sorts, like obviously got like my health and fitness sorted and stuff like that, and quit smoking after 20 odd years. Wrote a book.
The book was a big one because that was a goal you'd had for years, wasn't it? Like all your life.
Yeah. for years and years and years. That was like my dream. I just always wanted to, and I always started, and then I could never see it through, and just couldn't stick at it. And then I came to Matt for mindset coaching, and oh my word, did I get mindset coached? That is all I will say. Like, he absolutely whipped me into shape and taught me how to be consistent and give me really kind of transferable skills, really. So although like a lot of the time it wasn't related to writing, the things that he got me to do, like he got me to get up every morning and go out for a walk every day and like stick to the promises that I made to myself. But it built this mindset that like actually stuck to the promises that I made for myself, which then transferred into being able to write a book and have the consistency to do it and have the confidence. And like, I mean, it's so funny now that we're sat here doing this together, because I would have never, ever like gone live when I first met Matt. And he coached me all the way through that, like doing live videos on my own and stuff like that. And to be like hosting things like this and hosting Zooms last night where we had like 1,000 people signed up and having to speak in front of people and all that, like it's just
crisis management.
Total crisis management last night. But it's all stuff that I would have never had it in me to do before, and it's all stuff that I've learned. And do you know what? It's been a journey, and it's took a bit of time, hasn't it? Like, it's not happened overnight.
No, but I would say that was 6 years ago, that first.
Yeah.
It was 6 years since you joined the membership, and then 5 years that we did the one-to-one where you really kind of took it up a level.
That's it. And it's honestly been game changing. There's just so much I can't even like. There's been that much that we've done, and obviously I've got like a really debilitating diagnosed anxiety disorder as well. Like, you know, joking aside, to be serious for a minute, I've got a really chronic anxiety disorder, and you would never know that now. So, you know,
exactly.
I think it's, you know, it's testament to the fact that people can grow and develop and things can change, and
it's massive. And we even said like last night, like how well you know, as somebody with that diagnosed, and then we're dealing with really stressful, high stress, pressured things going wrong, and how amazing you were, and how you know, you just stepped up and you got on with it, and we were laughing about it.
Yeah, like I used to have panic attacks literally leaving the house. Like I've got agoraphobia. I've still got a diagnosis of agoraphobia, even though like I do not struggle to leave the house anymore. I still struggle to be out and about on my own and stuff, and it's taken a long time to get over, but God, to where I was, I'm amazing now. But to think that I was somebody that my anxiety was that bad, that even just being in my own home caused panic attacks, to dealing with that last night and just dealing with it and just being like, oh well, this is a nightmare, let's get on with it. Just unbelievable.
Yeah. Really amazing. And I also don't want you to gloss over that what you were saying there about your book, because you know that's really a massive, like, impressive goal, because for years you'd wanted to finish a book. But just to be clear, not only did Helen like finally write the book and finish it and get to the end, but you also published the book, right? And didn't you get nominated?
Yeah, got nominated for an award for like do you know what? I've got it here. Hang on. Young Adult Fiction 2021 got nominated for. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like, amazing.
To think that, and previous winners of that award have since had books made into movies, and like it was a big award. Didn't win it, but the fact that I managed to write a book, publish it online, and all the rest of it, and then get it to that stage where it got nominated for that award was just absolutely insane. Yeah. Like, and all whilst battling anxiety disorders and other human stuff that unfortunately many of us have going on. So just goes to show, doesn't it? It's just, definitely believe I'm somebody that's just like, stay the course, be consistent, keep going, you know, like keep plugging away, and it changes eventually. Like, we're more resilient. You said this to me last night, actually, when I said about coping with all that last night. And I was like, it's unbelievable to think how far I've come. And you said humans are resilient as hell. And it's so true. It's so true.
It's our mind that makes us, like we were saying, weren't we? It's usually the things that are not that bad, but it's the mindset, it's the overthinking, it's the overwhelm, it's the mind that often makes it so much worse than it is in reality. But actually, when you have to survive, human beings are resilient bastards. Yeah. Like, we have it within us. If we can just be able to manage our emotions and our mindset, Like, we can really do anything we put our mind to, quite literally. But yeah, you are an incredible inspiration. And obviously, I know loads of people have really you've been on their radar since we did that launch last night. And people are just commenting how amazing you are and how lovely you are. And, we just hope something that I wrote on that status off the back of that message that I just read out there. Not the status, sorry, the WhatsApp. Sorry, that I wrote. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus. Somebody unplug him, turn him off.
Control Alt and delete, Matt.
Delete me. Yeah, one of the things that I just wrote about in that status was like, that is kind of my mission. I want making money and being successful to be a healthy thing that ordinary people can strive for and know that it's possible. I don't want it to just be that, people that talk about making money, they're all assholes, they're all greedy, they're all out for themselves, they're all scammers, they just want Rolex watches, like they don't do any good in the world, like tax the billionaires, they're all wankers. Like, the fact that last night we're getting feedback like that, that's like the biggest win. It's just real good people learning and coming together and supporting each other and having a space where we can feel safe and supported to try stuff, go for it. And ultimately, it sounds a bit wanky and over the top, but genuinely change your life. And that's what we're all about.
Whilst still being human. And I think that's so important because there's so much of this hustle culture nonsense that expects you to be some sort of machine. So unrealistic.
Yeah.
And
we proved the whilst being human bit last night when we both had a meltdown and had under the people not able to get in the Zoom. But anyway, we've not mentioned that, have we? We're not talking about it anymore. Anyway, guys, I hope this has been useful. Thank you. I do need to go and get on this bloody Zoom call, which I've missed half an hour of. But just thank you so much. I really hope. And like I say, we've put the link there on Facebook. If people just want to DM us, if anyone wants to jump on a call, ask further questions, we are here to just really have a chat. That's all it is. It's not a sales call. It's just a chat, just for you to establish things you need to establish, for us to ask you questions, so that between us, we can just make an informed decision. Is this really the right program for you? If it is, we would love to have you on board for this year's intake. And we're really excited. The doors will be closing in a matter of days. And then that is it. We will crack on for the next 18 months, working together on building your business and earning more money without just solely having to trade time for money for the rest of your life. If that sounds like something you want to do, just drop us a message. If you want to watch last night's replay because maybe you missed it, drop us a message and we'll send you the link to that. And like I say, if you want to call with us, just let us know and we'll jump on a call with you. Thank you so much, everybody. Helen, let's get back to it. I was going to say have a good night's sleep. Don't. Let's get replying to those messages. We don't sleep anymore, apparently. No.
I'm literally like, do you know how many layers of makeup I've put on today between Zoom calls? It's not even funny. It's just like every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, yeah, more concealer, more.
Brilliant. At least it's not just me then. At least there's more people doing that today. Thank you so much, everybody. Take